Oshter smiles upon me. An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar. Old magic still holds. What was Wanda up to here? Only one more to go. There. Finished.
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started?
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open. But the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it.
I should come back another night.
What have you got for me, boss? Not bad, right?
What have you brought me today? I'm always in a few places at once, so no time is ever wasted. I know exactly where this goes. Farewell.
We need to talk.
Yes?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter.
My lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
Ready to work? If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that.
Yo, it's good to see you. All taken care of.
Lucky you caught me in a good mood.
See you soon.
I've been told Stark Enterprises can be a toxic workplace.
Hydra is already experimenting with more of those charges Faustus created. You need to put a stop to their little test. Just focus on destroying the charges. Hydra has enough warm bodies to overwhelm you eventually.
Roger that.
Follow my lead.
What's this?
What closely?
Interesting. That's quite a show you're putting on, Doctor.
Forever in service.
I've been waiting.
You don't know who you're messing with.
Right, that hurt a bit.
On Beta, moving into position.
You've got nothing to...
Mother, protect us.
Bring your whole army for all I care. That was something. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently she is promiscuous.
That's one charge down, but you're not out of the woods yet.
Watch and learn. This should aid me in my fight. By the will of the old gods. Lilith doesn't care about you. I hope you realize that in time.
This is a serious predicament for you.
We will not fail!
Try harder next time!
Follow my lead!
How many times is that?
Someone call for reinforcements? We are immovable!
Perhaps there's a bounty on Sorcerer Supremes? This won't end well. The light shines on the most dutiful. This will be transcendent.
Ready up! I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Another Hydra operation foiled. I'll never get tired of hearing that.
Hunter.
Is the Abbey like a summer camp?
What is a summer camp?
I see them in movies. Nico says they are real places. In summer camp movies, people live in the woods and act comedically. There is always strangeness in the background, like hippie aliens, hockey killers, or Cold War espionage with insulting Russian caricatures.
You describe a whimsical sort of strangeness. The Abbey always felt darker than that.
Way to bring down the room, Hunter.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's usually what I do. You're right about the darkness to this place. Comparing the two, I'd feel safer in limbo. I'm not smiling. I am pleasantly surprised. We are not besties yet, but we are getting there. Echo always picks. Thank you for allowing me.
It's good to have you around again.
The second Bloodgate. I should warn you, Hunter. You may find the trial ahead more difficult than I originally let on. The gods will push you harder, and you might very well fail.
And if I do?
You dust yourself off and you get back in there. Or you train, rethink your approach, and come back later, when you feel ready.
And what if I am hurt? Or worse still, what if something happened to Charlie?
Neither of you will be harmed, dear. That's not what this is about. The Elder Gods want to see what you're made of, but they're not out to get you. Well, except Chthon, but you already knew that.
Then I should make an attempt while I am here.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Just enjoy yourself. You're the only one getting an opportunity like this.
I will do my best.
Oh, and Hunter? I should mention, you'll only be able to make one attempt at the trials per night. Even the old gods grow weary of their children eventually. Good luck. When many of the Elder Gods were corrupted and became what we would call demons, the god Atum, born from Gaia herself, was set upon our world to slay these monsters. In that sense, the two of you have had a shared purpose. Fight well, Hunter, and he may just honor you with his blessing.
You were too weak for this fight. Now that was something. You had your chance. Your mother abandons you. Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better? Did someone feel a breeze?
A tomb was unleashed and made quick work of the demons, but in the process, he became something of a monster himself. He even became known as the Demogorg, the God Eater.
If this is a cautionary tale, your timing is. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Feel my call. Leave some for the rest of us.
Just imagine how much more difficult this would be if Charlie wasn't there to join you. I think you owe her a treat after this.
I am impressed. Light will heal you. This shall be of great help. Once again, Lilith's servants fall. You have earned it! Return to your mother. Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared.
I think Blade is honestly jealous that you're getting this extra training in. And with live targets, too.
They cannot possibly match your strength. The light is on our side. The advantage is mine. Unprepared.
If that doesn't make an impression on Autumn, I don't know what will. Good work, Hunter. With a tomb's help, you shouldn't have any trouble uncovering the more elusive elements hidden throughout the grounds. Why don't you try out his blessing on that stone over there?
Autumn reveals all. Autumn, show me the way. The son of Gaia approves. This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an old suffering.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the Coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
They came all the way from Transia, with the Abbey, to help a group they had never met?
You may not believe it, but I'm sure you would have done the same. Isn't that why the Sons are here today? Aside from that, your mother and Sarah both saw the signs of Chthon's influence. They knew there was more happening in Salem than the persecution of witches.
Chthon's corruption had taken root in the New World, just like the colonists themselves.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, they entrusted one of the moon seals to the Knights of Wondergore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the moon seal?
After the trials, the moon seal vanished along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
Was this always here? I may have forgotten a few things, but I feel as if I would remember a decrepit church on the grounds.
You may not remember the structure, but maybe you've heard of the man responsible for it? Hiram Shaw? This was his house of worship, and like a great many things on the grounds, Sarah preferred to keep it in a sort of mystic quarantine. Even I haven't been inside.
Is that all she did while I slept? Seal things off for our protection?
She can be overzealous at times, but in this case, she was right to be wary.
So what dark secret does this place hold?
When Hiram Shaw first came to Salem, he was little more than a charlatan posing as a preacher. He managed to convince a few desperate souls to join his congregation, and with their help, he broke ground on this church. Whether it was coincidence or fate, in digging beneath the church, Shaw found something that would change the course of all of our lives. A long-forgotten page of the Darkhold.
If Shaw found a page of the Darkhold, it was because Chthon wanted it that way.
I tend to agree. That cursed book is always seeking out a way to return its master to power.
And a power-hungry preacher makes for the ideal messenger of darkness.
Yes, Shaw was an eager study, consumed almost immediately by the whisperings of Chthon and the Darkhold's power. Nearly overnight, the people of Salem, old and new, were at his threshold, waiting for the word. Feeling well today,
Tell me
dear?
about Hiram Shaw.
By all accounts, Hiram Shaw was a desperate man. Desperate for power, wealth, influence, the usual desires that cloud men's minds. As I understand it, he was a largely unsuccessful minister before his arrival at Salem, traveling from place to place, swindling whatever followers he managed to gain before being run out of town. To think that a simple man like Shaw finding a piece of the Darkhold was enough to set all of this in motion, it puts things in perspective.
What do you know about my father?
That's not an easy question, dear. What would you like to know? Was he a good man? Yes, I think he was. Your mother loved him dearly, and he doted over her. I think for a time she forgot who she was, where she came from. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. She and Sarah both deserve to find something more than just another fight with Chthon. Lilith did. Sarah didn't. At least, not for a while longer still. I honestly think that's the only thing she ever had against him, blood or not. Until we speak again.
This must be Shaw's study. She believes in our purpose. This ward is not like anything I have seen on the grounds before.
And yet, it's familiar somehow.
Like the wards of protection that Wanda invoked to protect Dr. Strange's sanctum?
Very perceptive, dear. Maybe you should approach the good doctor and see if he has any insights. And Hunter, be circumspect. Dr. Strange is no fool. Never a dull moment.
Did Wanda ever make it to this place?
I suspect she did. But if she discovered something, she didn't tell me. Goodbye, for now.
Autumn reveals all. The son of Gaia approves. The son of Gaia approves. Autumn be praised. Must not be her purview. Autumn, show me the way. He sees our path. Autumn reveals all. He sees our path. If it was here, Autumn would show me. Autumn reveals all.